Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us courtside. For three, Smith. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. We've had this one circled on our calendars. Two great teams with stars leading the way, Grant.
Oh, B.A., tonight is what the NBA is all about. Elite teams with top-end talent. And that's given this game almost a playoff feel.
The range KD possesses makes him a constant threat outside. The defense has to be all over him.
And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for Houston. 6-point game. Lets the three fly. Durant's shot is off.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
White looking it over. Pass to Brown. 6 to shoot. Oh, he misses the reverse.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Right side Durant. Şengün, the screen. And it's Thompson penetrating. For three, Smith. The floor is space for the Celtics, Richard, and they've launched threes at a record pace.
And when those shots are falling, they are tough to beat. But you live by the three, die by the three. Some say they settle when the shot's not falling.
Now here's Thompson. Back to Durant. He drops it from range. Durant's got 6.
Slick shot by Durant. Gets the pass and is in his motion a second later.
Outside Tatum. To stop the drought. And finished off by Tatum.
And that ends their drought. You could feel the frustration building with each miss.
Yeah, not the start that they wanted, but maybe that basket was all they needed to get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Played it in with a nice touch off the window. 8 points for Durant.
So polished from the interior. Durant is terrific at utilizing his physical advantages down on the block.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. A big group substitution here for Boston. Celtics trail by 9. Here's Pritchard. Pass to Shireman. Here's Garza. Shoots over Şengün. The shot by Garza, no good. And it's Houston's ball. They're on an 11-2 run. And the Rockets hit again from deep.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by relying on just the 3.
And so it's Boston with it. Down by 12. Driving in. Oh, sensational!
Yes.
What a dunk!
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I like to see. Come on, Jalen. That's just ridiculous.
Now here's Thompson. He's scoreless. Right wing. Here's Şengün. Boston pulls it in. Outside Tatum. Ooh, stolen by Smith. It's a one-on-one situation. On the wing, Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
And so it's
Houston, 16.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Houston.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep. These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
A streamlined rebuild for the Rockets. In 2021, they trade away James Harden. 4 years later, the #2 seed in the West, Grant.
And they haven't shortchanged their future either. Sure, they've added key veterans, but the bulk of their roster is still very young with room to grow.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Jason Tatum talked about his development since coming into the league, and he said earlier, I was playing the game just to play the game instead of thinking it. It's tough when you're younger. You just want everything to happen so fast, but it doesn't work like that. Back to you guys.
He's come a long way. All right, Allie, thank you.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Houston leading by 9. Brown with it. Now Thompson defending. And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Here's Durant. The kick out to Van Vliet. They double team Durant. 5 on the clock. Pass to Thompson. Second chance effort. And it's good on the lay-in. And Grant, when it comes to a franchise player, how much does it help to have a guy who unites the locker room?
Well, you know, B.A., when you think of guys like LeBron James or a Stephen Curry or Tim Duncan, it's not just about their play on the court, but the type of person you see in the locker room. That can rally a franchise.
So it's Boston now, following the score by Houston. 1:43 left in the half. Durant with it. Now guarded by Brown. And Durant with the big finish.
Capable of scoring from any area. Love when Durant takes charge and dominates like this.
Outside White. Doesn't go in. 2 for 4 in this game.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
Durant's shot is off. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. Boston shooting their first free throw in this game. And it's exceptional, the level of commitment that Ime Udoka has inspired from this Rockets team, Grant.
Yeah, I mean, he's a player's coach, but very demanding, and he holds everyone accountable. It's all about professionalism and purpose.
Here's Brown. Look at Brown getting it done inside.
Look, it can be simple. Read the defense, call the play. Brown can really do it all.
Here's Shepherd. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Back to Tatum. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Tari Eason.
And when Tatum is aggressive like that, it's tough to keep him off the line.
That one's off. Well, Richard, some stars are the system, but Jason Tatum is often admired as a selfless system player.
Yeah, Jason enjoys being a piece of the greater puzzle. He doesn't have to have everything run through him, and I know that makes his teammates happy.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for the 8 seconds. Here's Brown. Hey, Jaylen
picked up so easy.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. To the paint. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
Assist from
Exposing the defense and taking advantage in the paint.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Shepard. Again, Houston.
Yeah, the control, the confidence, it's all on display there for Shepard.
To the inside. And that one's good. Green.
assisted.
And the Rockets lead by 13.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And so it's the Houston Rockets in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Outside White. Left side Tatum. Tatum! Money from deep.
An accurate shooter from distance. Tatum's teammates want him to keep looking to pull the trigger.
Driving inside. And it's Shepard missing. Celtics trail by 10. And the foul on Steven Adams. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Brown. Brown attacking. Back to White. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Houston. And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, BA. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
Here's Okogie, following the bucket by the Celtics. Pass to Eason. There's the three. That one doesn't drop. And so it's White with it. He brings it up for Boston. It's a 10-point game. Tatum feeling it out a bit. Tatum drops the hammer.
What muscle on that finish. It's hard trying to prevent Tatum from converting.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, guys. The Rockets have become a fearsome defensive team, and Coach Ime Udoka said, our young guys were tired of losing, and they bought into it. A huge part is just shifting the mentality and doing our part on that end. Understanding how much that impacts winning, it is a non-negotiable for me. Guys?
They are bought in. Allie, we appreciate the report. That's tipped. And here's Shepard for three. Nice D from Brown.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Outside White. Vucevic. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Personal foul.
Oh, working his way inside. Vooch ready to battle for it.
Line.
It's his first trip to the line.
Vucevic at the line for 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And Grant, the Achilles tear for Jason Tatum, derailing the Celtics' attempt to defend their 2024 title.
Yeah, so hard to overcome losing your best player. Thankfully, this team has the depth to remain competitive in his absence.
Here's Shepard. 6 points for him. Now the Celtics on the move. Tatum from long range. Sinks the tray. Tatum's got 8 here in this quarter.
They're doing the job on both ends, getting stops and attacking offensively.
All the momentum seems to be running in their favor. They're close to taking the lead.
Now here's Adams. And out of bounds. Boston will have it. Houston making some changes. There's 48 seconds left in the third. The kick to Tatum. Outside, Brown. On the wing, Tatum. From deep. It's hauled in by Houston.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Thompson with it. Now guarded by Brown. The three, Durant. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Durant's got 21.
Making that tricky shot from the corner look so simple. That's just a bucket for Durant.
Outside White. Back to Vucevic. No good. Misses at the buzzer. The third quarter comes to a close. It's Houston leading by 7.
Houston, 36.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Houston leading by 7. Pass to Şengün. No, stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play. Jaylen Brown picks one up.
First team foul.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Rockets?
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
It's Brown on the wing. Clock at 6. Smith with the rebound. Houston with the ball. They've got a 9-point lead. Shot's good by Thompson.
You see there, Thompson does a good job of sneaking into the lane and finishing.
Brown looking around. There's the drive. Oh, Brown all the way to the rim. Man, oh, man.
Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
Oh, it's off. Austin on offense. In the corner, Tatum. He launches. Can't get it to go.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Smith outside. Van Vliet. The three is off. Celtics trail by 9. Brown flushes it down with both hands.
And so far, Brown has been dialed in and is showing no signs of letting up.
And so ball out of bounds. Thompson touched it last.
Boy, that was bad. It was like they were running different plays.
Moving along. 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Outside Tatum. Here's Vucevic. Şengün with a steal. And they're on the break. Thompson. Bucket.
Hands up play by Smith, giving it away instead of forcing something.
And the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Houston leading by 9. And out of bounds. The Celtics will take it. And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. Tatum fires. And he nails it.
No second thoughts from Tatum. Just look, he's ready.
Fires the three. Rebounded by Vucevic. Outside Tatum. Here's Tatum. Outside Tatum. Brown outside. Here's White. Now Vucevic. Shot clock at 5. Another chance. Rebounded by Smith. Durant. KD splashes the triple.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Ooh, the three doesn't go.
and just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
Yeah, they got to be disappointed with this result.
Brown outside. Beyond the arc. Not that time. No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
Outside Durant. Thompson. And so it's Houston winning this one. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Ali LaForce, Grant.
We'll see the Memphis Grizzlies taking on the Detroit Pistons. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Here with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And patrolling the sideline for us again tonight, Ali LaForce. And the foul called on Cade Cunningham. That's his first foul. Tonight, and I'm looking forward to this, Greg, we're going to see the speed and the skill of NBA guards. Two of the league's best going head-to-head.
And when I think basketball, I envision guards pushing the tempo, taking threes. The modern NBA has a lot of talent. The pace has never been higher.
Edey can't hit. Down low. Here's Harris. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Jackson. Now Cunningham. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
There's the handle of Cunningham on full display with that nice tape.
You look at the Pistons stand, statistically pretty solid across the board.
Yeah, they're well balanced. They have guys with size, athleticism, skill. You got to give a lot of credit to the front office and these players for their hard work.
And this Grizzlies organization, Greg, not afraid to innovate.
Yeah, we see that with the offense they've implemented. Different from just about any other team in the league. Rather than pick and roll, it's much more predicated on off-ball shifts and cutting.
You know, Stan, when you talk about the skill set Cade Cunningham possesses, what impresses you most?
I think a couple of things, Kevin. Number one, his poise is outstanding. This guy never gets bothered by anything that happens in a game, by any type of adversity. He's just going to come back with the same mindset on the next play. And also his shooting has improved so much that you've now got to defend him honestly on the perimeter, and that sets up the rest of his game. Cunningham, a 6'6" point guard, built to operate in the pick and roll.
Rejected by Harris. Outside Robinson. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Cunningham outside to the paint. 6 on the shot clock. Morant looking around. There's the pick. Pass to Prosper. Back to Morant. And there's the try. Defense that time from Duran.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Offensive rebound. Out to Morant. A second chance effort. Thompson with the rebound. Pistons leading by 4. And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks a lot. The Pistons are improving on both ends, but particularly on defense. Cade Cunningham said, everybody is stepping up on that end and taking the challenge to guard. We have a good system that allows us all to play our strengths. We're still hungry, though. We're not satisfied at all. Guys, back to you.
More to prove. Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. Jerome with the steal. To the left side wing. And stolen by Thompson. Deep 2 from Robinson. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake.
Not many places on the floor Robinson will hesitate to shoot.
Here's Morant. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Edie a screen. Thompson with the rebound. The kick out to Cunningham. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Prosper. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Pistons?
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
Here's Jerome. Still scoreless. There's a screen by Aldama. Inside. And Aldama slams it in.
Well, pretty sure Aldama could bring down the standard if he wanted to.
And the Grizzlies choosing to move forward with Coach Islo to head their program. Stan after he took over as interim head coach late last season.
Yeah, the first Finnish-born head coach in the NBA. He was a rising star coaching in Europe, now trying his hand in the best league on the planet.
It's stolen by Cunningham. Takes a 3. Wells grabs the miss. The Grizzlies trail by 4. From 18 feet away. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Well, we've all had those as coaches. That's a no, 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 yes type of shot.
Pass to Wells. Out to the right wing. No one near as Jerome lets it go. Connects from three-point range. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. So both teams making some changes here. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. In recent seasons, availability has been a problem for Ja Morant. Greg, dig into that a little bit.
From a league suspension to multiple injuries, Morant has missed a significant amount of time, but we know when he's on the court, he's a game changer.
Well, the way that Morant is able to twist and contort through a defense, he is one of a kind in that regard. We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line. Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Here's Prosper. 3-pointers off the mark. The Pistons leading, and the call will be against Aris Morris. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Now here's Morant. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thank you, guys. Ja Morant able to fly with the best, but he said, sometimes I get knocked out of the air and hit the floor. After the game, you may feel that, so I just pick and choose, man. Hey, 2 points is 2 points. I get it done. That's all that matters. Back to you, Kevin.
He can still get up. Allie LaForce with that report. Great job as always, Allie. Thanks.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like, whoa, man!
Well, this is what the fans want to see. Morant showing off all of his superb athleticism.
Drives to the hoop. Count that bucket. Jenkins got 4 points now in the quarter.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Morant. Holland with the rebound. Pass to Jenkins. They set the pick. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Pistons lead by 5. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And the Pistons combining veteran shooting stand with their young core. And it's been a winning recipe.
Yeah, they've given Cade Cunningham room to operate, along with Jalen Duren and Sar Thompson. So much athleticism to attack that newfound space.
Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
Takes a shot at the elbow. Duren pulls it in.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest. Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
90 seconds now into the second half. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Edey. Clock at 6. Pass to Morant. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And Morant throws it down.
Best dunking point guard in the game, Ja Morant.
Outside Robinson. And again, Detroit with the 3. And one way players look to expand their game, adding counter moves to keep defenders off balance. Greg, what was something you added that really gave defenders pause?
You know, the snatchback pull-up, you know, using your speed to kind of get the defender going downhill, and then you slam on the brakes and just create that separation to then go into attack mode.
To the middle. Here's Duren. And Duren slams it in.
A physical play by Duren at the rim, which doesn't allow much room for interference.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. 1:31 left in the third. And you talk about size, Coach. Strength and bounce. Jalen Duren drawing comparisons now to a young Dwight Howard.
Yeah, he certainly is, Kevin. And look, I like to be careful when we're making those kind of comparisons with a young player and a Hall of Famer like Dwight Howard. But there are similarities with the athleticism and the relentless approach to defense and rebound.
Pistons leading by 9 to the inside. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
Here's Edey. Back to Jerome. Here's Prosper.
First personal foul. Team second.
Got a piece of it. Edey down low. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again.
First personal foul.
Pass to LeVert. In the corner. Herter with it. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. Herter's got the lead up to 14 now for the Pistons. There's Jackson with the 3. And so is Detroit, sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. A look at the field goal percentage.
The Grizzlies. 22.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And here's Morant. Morant off the bounce. And finished off by Morant.
Everything Morant does is electric. He causes so many problems with his movement.
Thompson outside. Back to Robinson. Thompson outside. Pass to Cunningham. Another 3 for Detroit.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
And it's Morant missing. Harris, right side. Misses the 3. Clark with it. Robinson picks him up. Morant left side. Fires the 3. Duren pulls it down. Detroit leading by 15. Here's Robinson. Buries the deep ball.
Well, this is Robinson at his best. He can really do damage off the catch.
Timeout called by Coach Isolo. He has decided it's the right time to talk. They get a hand on it. It's Morant. Robinson outside. For three. Drills the three-pointer. Robinson's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Pistons.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
5 to shoot. Morant with it. Picked up by Thompson. Howard. And another miss by Memphis. And it's Detroit's ball. They're rolling here with the 9-point run. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. And the Pistons another three.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Edey can't hit. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
Robinson for three, and another three for Detroit.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Pistons.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Robinson.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping him.
Cunningham's shot is off. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Inside. .24 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Thompson, high post. Pass to Duran. Low block shot. Detroit, no good that time either. Morant outside. Here's Edey. No good. And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that'll do it, folks. Here was Stan Van Gundy. It's the Timberwolves in Minnesota for a little interconference action here at the Target Center. Bringing you another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. DiVincenzo. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And when you look at these teams on paper, there's a clear talent discrepancy.
Yeah, but Kevin, games aren't won on paper. And if you're the underdogs, most people have already written you off. So you go out and play free with no pressure and use all of that public doubt as motivation.
McDaniels outside. Gobert the screen. To the inside. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Yeah, nice timing in the pick and roll. Gobert finishing the job.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Maxey looking it over. Right wing. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Greg, Anthony Edwards is full of confidence, and it's beautiful to watch.
And rightfully so. Ant can do it all on the floor. As complete of a wing as you'll find in our league.
Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
I caught up with Coach Chris Finch. We talked about the strategy tonight, particularly against Joel Embiid. He said, quote, "I told my guys to get as physical as they want," adding, "He's not a guy you can guard gently. He demands that you get aggressive." Hopefully that assertive defense gets Coach the results he's looking for. Back over to you.
All right, Allie, thank you. Edwards can't hit. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. Still without a basket in the game.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
Left side, Edwards. Rebound by the 76ers. Outside, Maxey. Pass to Embiid. And he banks in the layup.
And looming large on the interior. Embiid, hard to deny.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Embiid with the steal. Now Edgecombe. Shakes him. Driving inside. And the dunk by Edgecombe.
And you see that burst of speed from Edgecombe. He just blows by the defense there.
A nice shot by McDaniels.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Now, here's Maxey. Pass to Embiid. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
The big fella, Embiid, making it look too easy.
Knocked loose. Edgecombe with the steal. Lobbed up there for Embiid. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Hard to imagine a much better target on the alley-oop than Embiid. Get the lob anywhere in his vicinity, and you might wind up on a highlight reel. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Embiid, no good. And here's Edwards from the arc. Embiid with the steal. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Timberwolves ahead. They're up by 1. And we'll get it going after this. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And let's quickly break down the game we're watching with the Timberwolves, guys.
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Hey, look, it's simple. More rebounds means more possessions, and that's clearly been their priority.
Shot clock at 6. Embiid owns the lane.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought it in.
The Timberwolves leading. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, guys. Joel Embiid over the years has had some tough luck with injuries. He said, I've broken my face twice. I came back early with the risk of losing my vision, broken fingers. I still came back. I wish I was as lucky as others, but that doesn't mean I'm not trying to do whatever it takes to be out there. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks a lot, Allie. Back to Grimes. Offensive rebound. Now Watford. Nothing on the board. Here's Edwards. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Stan, the basketball term, finish the cut. What happens when you don't do that?
Well, two things can happen on that, Kevin. Number one, when you don't finish the cut, you slow down and you take away a chance of getting a layup off the pass. And then the second thing is it leads to turnovers because of that, because the guy passing the ball is expecting you to continue your cut, to finish it, and you don't, and the ball's thrown out in front and out of bounds in a lot of cases.
And McDaniels, here we go. Maxey with it. Picked up by Edwards. Here's Edgecombe. And then jammed down as he goes right over Rudy Gobert.
And you want to talk about hang time. Edgecombe is still going up while others are coming down.
And they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Pass to Embiid. Over Gobert. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Timberwolves trail by 3. McDaniels outside. Out to Edwards. Edwards at the rim.
Well, look, you can't let Edwards get this close to the rim because he will dunk it on you.
And here are the 76ers now. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. And Edwards slams it in. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
Maxey, no good. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Outside, Edwards. Back to McDaniel. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Pulls up. Edwards, no good.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
18 feet out. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Timberwolves lead by 1. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. To the middle. Stolen by Michael Conley. Inside, here's Reed. And the jumper is on the mark. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
I'll tell you what, he came out of that locker room raring to go. Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Got a piece of it. And here is Conley to the left side wing. Anderson the screen. Here's Shannon. And that one is hammered home.
As the lead continues to grow, this is just heady, sound basketball.
Well, that third quarter is when you want to increase your lead. Really building it up before that final quarter.
And you do not want to be on the receiving end of that. Embiid throwing it down with some funk.
Here's Shannon. Off target at the rim. The 76ers trailed by 5. And Greg, when you're dealing with this Timberwolves team fairly deep with size up front,
that can wear you down over the course of a game, and especially in a playoff series, a real strength of this team.
Outside, Reed. Rebound by the 76ers. And that one's good, Maxey.
And with how explosive Maxey is, he's not your average guard in the paint.
And a wide open shot from Reed. And the baseline jumper, no good. Philadelphia with the ball. It's a 3-point game. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, thanks a lot, guys. The Timberwolves coach, Chris Finch, said, "We're a team based on movement, cutting, and fluidity. That burden also falls on Anthony Edwards to move and accommodate his teammates. For his part, Ant said his focus is being what the team needs me to be, a leader by example, and showing them that I'm coachable." Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Pass to Barlow. Now here's Edwards for the lead. The rebound by Dosunmu. Down low. Out of bounds will be 76ers ball. '76ers trailing. It's Grimes on the wing. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Oh, the big fella throwing it down hard.
Here's Shannon.
Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
Outside, Maxey. No good there. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Shannon. Back to Conley.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
Left side, Edwards. The shot, no good. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Timberwolves ahead, up by 2. 3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. Minnesota in the lead. To the paint. Here's Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Not enough defense there. Allowing Randall to get that close is a recipe for disaster.
Inside. Embiid punches it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. McDaniels on the wing. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Trailing by 2. Randall outside. For 3. McDaniels fires. Great job in close. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
I had a chance to find out what Nick Nurse was discussing with his players. He told his players, "We are right there, guys. This game is ours. Continue to work hard, and we will win this game."
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that.
Count the basket. Edwards plays with such velocity.
Embiid. Gobert there for the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 4. DiVincenzo with it. Gobert. Oh, the dunk.
So strong. Gobert just goes through the bump. You have to hammer him.
And that one misses. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers.
A spinorama. Do you know what kind of athlete you have to be to pull off that 360?
Oh, remarkable, Greg. Truly remarkable. Edwards. Got it. Edwards converts for 2.
Terrific play by Edwards. Moves like this are what makes him so much fun to watch.
Now George. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter.
And at the big moment, Embiid is your guy. He's always ready to go on the attack.
Picked by Randall. Edwards drives in. Paul George with the steal. And now Philadelphia on the break. Maxey. A three-pointer. Good.
So poised in these situations. Let's see Maxey rise to the occasion and knock that one down.
Edwards. Oh, and he cannot get the layup.
It's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Wow, Edgecombe making plays when his team needs it most.
Right side, Edwards. Catch up a 3. Cleared away by George. And the 76ers with possession. They lead by 1. Outside, Edwards. Driving the lane.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief. Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Yeah, they need everything to break their way at this point if they're going to rally back.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Here's Embiid. And so they foul intentionally.
Man, it took forever for them to commit that foul. I don't know why they didn't do it right away. Those are precious seconds.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
Well, that shuts the door on any hope of a comeback. Nicely done.
So it's the 76ers taking the win in a close game. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory.
It's the Philadelphia 76ers facing the Houston Rockets. Oh boy, we've got a good one for you right here on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, and with me tonight, Grant Hill and Tim Legler. And down on the sidelines is Allie LaForce. And so off the tip, it's Houston. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen. Well, two of the best guards in the league going at it today, Grant. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, B.A., but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best.
Now here's Embiid. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Yeah, this is what sets Embiid apart from other bigs. That mid-range game is on point.
And the slam dunk by Thompson.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though. Now here's Durant. Just 4 to shoot. And he buries his first look.
Durant just going to work inside, outsmarting the defense and getting the close-range look.
Grant, is it fair to call Kevin Durant one of the most unique players we've ever seen?
Without a doubt, B.A., most definitely. The blend of size and perimeter skill, unprecedented. KD able to rise up and score over most any defender.
Here's Maxey. After the Rockets picked up a basket a moment ago. Pass to George. Drills it from... deep.
And great range is a big part of why George is a high-level scorer.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I caught up with Coach Ime Udoka. I asked him what he told his guys before going up against Joel Embiid, and he said, quote, I told them to get into him. Always get a hand up and do your best to guard without fouling. Embiid excels at baiting defenders, but we can't afford to give him 3 points at the line. Brian, back over to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Embiid. Set it up with a fake, but it's offline.
The players avoid taking mid-range shots these days. It's almost like the threes are easier for players to get.
Durant with it. Oubre picks him up. Fast break, Philadelphia. George with the bucket.
Nice job by George to get out, run, and complete the break.
Thompson outside. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. And Sengun throw it down.
What a remarkable way to finish the break.
And what a setup. Great vision to make that pass.
The Sixers leading. Watford outside. Pass to Barlow. It's Grimes on the wing. Now Edwards. Oh, deflected. Easton with a steal. Down low. Oh, it's stolen. Watford outside. He takes it in. And that one is stuffed right through.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You gotta love the effort. That's big time.
It's Edwards on the wing. Easton with a steal. Outside, Green. Here's Shepherd. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The Sixers on top. They lead by 3.
The 76ers, 11.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
Here's Shepard. Still no points. Pass to Eason. Here's Okogie. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Now here's Edwards. Over Eason. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. And it's exceptional the level of commitment that Ime Udoka has inspired from this Rockets team, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he's a player's coach, but very demanding, and he holds everyone accountable. It's all about professionalism and purpose.
Durant with it. He's picked up by Edwards. And he gets the bucket. Durant's got his second basket of the game.
What sets Durant apart is his handles. They're almost unseen for a guy of his height.
To the paint. Şengün with a steal. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks a lot, guys. The Sixers are trying to pull it all together. Joel Embiid said, we still can compete for a championship, but this is going to take time. We have a lot of talent, but we still have to go out and actually do it. It's just hard. We've got a pretty good chance to accomplish something. Back to you.
It's all about health. All right, Allie. Thanks a lot. Pass to Van Vliet. The three. 5 on the clock. Here's Thompson. And Grimes pulls it down. The Sixers lead by 3. Now Edwards. Here's Barlow. Still without a bucket. That shot is off. Smith left side. Puts up a 3. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. And that'll tie this game up.
And Smith has such confidence rising up from deep. This is what's going to make him so dangerous here in the pros.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And Legs, you think back to a few decades ago, we had some fierce rivalries in this league. What constitutes a rivalry nowadays?
Well, B.A., it's much more difficult to find those long-term heated rivalries like years past, and that's primarily because of the parity and player movement that we have in the league now.
And here's Shepard for 3. Fires in the triple. Shepard's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Rockets?
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
And that one's good. Thompson.
You see there, Thompson does a good job of sneaking into the lane and finishing.
And you watch Alperen Şengün. He's a beast on the blocks, Graham.
Yeah, B.A., he throws his weight around, but what separates him is his skill. Against the best post defenders in the league, he comes up with creative ways to score. Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Pass to Embiid. Ooh, look at Embiid converting in close.
Yeah, getting aggressive in the paint. Look at Joel putting his size to work.
Takes it inside. Adams. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. And the Rockets lead by 5. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And it's Maxey missing. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for the Rockets. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Here's Shepard. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
And good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
And so it's Houston closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. We'll be right back after this word. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. 76ers trail by 7. Outside Maxey. Launches a 3. Drops in the 3. Maxey's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
And just so good at playing at high speed. Maxey gets the ball and takes the fast shot.
Pass to Okogie. Here's Adams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Embiid. No good, off the front rim. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. So far, Grant, we've seen some encouraging intangibles from VJ Edgecombe.
Yeah, you know, he reminds me of Victor Oladipo or even a Dwayne Wade physically. Just an explosive athlete. And I love the way he uses that strength and quickness at the defensive end of the floor.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Outside Durant. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Edgecombe. 76ers trail by 3. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Yeah, we know Edgecombe has the athleticism to get through that inside resistance, but the control is also impressive.
And the call will be against Kelly Oubre. That's his first foul of the game. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. And Philadelphia has possession. They haven't given up any points here in the second half.
Wow, VJ Edgecombe. I have a feeling we'll be seeing a lot of these highlight reel plays over his career.
Here's Thompson. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Thompson's got 10 points. We've seen 5 lead changes so far. Neither team able to pull away.
Yeah, this game just feels like it's going to come down to the wire.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And for the Sixers, the growth of Tyrese Maxey has been everything, Grant.
Oh my, his growth both with his play, but also with his leadership has meant a lot. And he has such a joyful energy. It really helps pull this team together.
And here's Shepherd for 3. The Sixers trailing. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. And it's Maxey missing.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Shepherd. And the layup is good off the glass. He has 7.
And Shepherd is a guy who plays below the rim, but he's got excellent touch inside.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Out to Oubre. Outside Maxey. 6 to shoot. Screen by Embiid. Second chance shot. And it's Maxey missing. The Rockets lead by 3. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. To the inside. Adams. Joel Embiid with the board. George feels it out a bit. Out to the right wing. Philadelphia moving it around. To the middle. And stolen by Green. Here's Adams. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
And whenever Adams is aggressive on offense, it helps big time, especially when he's dunking it hard inside.
Adams a screen. Inside. The second effort. Pass to Shepard. Oh, George with a steal. Down low. Here's Edgecombe. Here's Embiid. Green covering. Here's Easton. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. The third quarter comes to a close. Rockets ahead.
The 76ers, 25.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. And so it's Durant who brings up the ball for Houston, leading by 5.
76ers foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
Pick by Smith. Shot clock at 6. Here's Thompson. Van Vliet outside. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Van Vliet's got his first 3 points of the game. To the paint. Here's Barlow.
Oh, nice play by Embiid. Not just holding it, moving the ball.
Left side Durant. Oh, nice off the bounce. Oh, KD.
Oh, what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
Now Edwards. Stolen by Thompson. Outside Durant. From downtown. Oh, KD going to work from deep. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Rockets.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
And a new group getting ready for the Sixers. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to find out what Nick Nurse was discussing with his players. They took a laid-back approach to the huddle, telling the team, everyone thinks this game is over, so just go out there and let it rip. Let's see what we can do. And I think the players love that message.
Allie, thank you. George! Can't hit it.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide-open 3.
That's in! You know, I heard Steve Kerr talking about this concept, the ball and stick theory, Tim, that some guys just have natural hand-eye coordination and will excel in any sport. Do you agree with that?
Completely agree. Typically, we think of athletic ability involving speed or quickness or verticality, but I think that hand-eye is critical and counts just as much as those other traits.
Ooh, the 3 doesn't go.
It's just not his night from the 3, but this is exactly why you can't live and die by that shot.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
And it results in the highest percentage look you're going to get.
Durant. George is there for the rebound. Outside Maxey. 1:05 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one.
Yeah, Embiid can throw it down from anywhere. So much power for the big fella. Well, now it's just a matter of watching the sand fall through the hourglass. This game is wrapped up in a strong showing for the Rockets.
And at first glance, it appeared to be an easy win for them. However, they had to weather some storms along the way, Grant.
Yeah, in terms of competitiveness, it was a lot closer than the final score indicates.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Amen Thompson.
He was just everywhere for them on both ends, really, just showing a lot of aggressiveness and intensity.
Maxey pulls it down. So it's Philadelphia now. 8-point game. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
This team counts on George to deliver points. His consistency under pressure is key to their offense.
Here's Durant. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. it in the layup.
Yeah, the single-minded focus of Durant on offense. It's all about getting buckets, no distractions.
And Philadelphia calls time here. They're trailing by 7. Your thoughts, guys?
Too little, too late. Making a change won't save them now.
Well, you're going to have to play this out, take pride in every possession because they are critical at this point.
Here's George. And so it looks like the Sixers will retain possession here.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, that'll give them something to think about.
And they have to know that any hope of a comeback is gone.
Yeah, I think it's time to wave the white flag.
Just in time with the putback. Oubre with a steal. 3 on 3. Puts up the tray. Oh, he can't hit it. And so the Rockets take the win. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
Yeah, get the coffee, because that's the way to close. You're going to face some obstacles in the game, but they overcame every one.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. With Tim Legler.
shot.